Hello, Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Heroes Chapter 5. When we last left our heroes, I'll stop making that pun when I die. What all happened? The tentacles thing happened, then some monsters showed up, and all of the gangs, Shiki and Natsu, along with Led and Julia, thought then Rebecca and Urza, Gray, Lucy, and Wendy fought some other monsters. Meanwhile, Genesis started rearranging the island to be his own personal castle, which kind of made Haru, as an unintended consequence of that, fly off and land with Natsu and Shiki, where we kind of ended the chapter. Also, Moscow and Ichiya had the most beautiful bromance of all time. So yeah, let's jump right on into Chapter 5, Mix. And our cover picture here is of Urza, Homura, and Julia kind of in a battle pose, facing somebody down. I don't know. Anyway, we open on Julia and Let, who are looking around the city. We lost sight of those boys. Indeed. But then Let hears something in the bushes. Who goes there? Enemy forces? And nope, it's just little baby Pino. What in blazes is that? A rabbit, maybe? And Rebecca comes up with them. She's not a rabbit, but it's too hard to explain, so we'll just go with rabbit. And also Wendy and Gray and Urza are there. I'm a rabbit! Hop hop! And Wendy has finally realized, so she's not a rabbit. And rabbits don't actually say hop. And Urza actually focuses on the task at hand, turns to Led and Julia. You two are no natives of the You two are no natives of the I swear I get the sentence right. You two are no natives of this island, are you? There we go. Today is a day of many strange encounters. And Julia, kneels down to look at Carla. And this thing is a cat? This thing? How rude. Lucy calls back to them. Be careful, everyone. Those monsters are still out there. And then we cut back to our three boys. Haru. And Marcia is Japanese for spring, if you weren't aware. Natsu. Japanese for summer, if you somehow weren't aware. Shiki. Japanese for 4 seasons. And they all yell at each other, what happened to Aki and Fuyu? Which is autumn and winter. How should I know? Aki and Fuyu exist, and we'll save them for another time. Oh, that's kind of a drop. Poon and Plue kind of makes his little Plue noise. And then finally, Happy notices Plue. Hey, what's Plue doing here? Poon, one of Lucy's celestial spirits? That dog from that restaurant. I forgot, right, Plue was at that restaurant. So his name's Plue? Poon. And Haru is super shocked. Wait, this looks like a dog to you? Canis minor, so he's a dog, right? I'm shocked Natsu knows what Canis means. But Shiki's no, I'm with you. I have my doubts. Anyway, give it back to Lucy. It belongs to Lucy. And Natsu grabs Plue. He's called the Rave Bearer. He can destroy Darkbrings. And Happy comes up to Natsu. Natsu, remember? Plue is a mass-produced spirit. Oh yeah. That's right. I saw a bunch of them too. Now we're all Plue-Mates. And Haru turns to Plue. You know, you're pretty mysterious. Poon. So in Rave Master lore, would it be possible for there to be multiple Plues? Is that a thing that would exist in Rave Master lore, or is Plue such a special thing that there can only be one of them? I don't know. It definitely tracks in Fairy Tail and Eden Zero lore, but I don't know if it does in Rave Master. Anyway, they hear this breeze blow through, and someone's approaching them. I see. You are not my only targets. I cannot sleep until I've disposed of that ridiculous-looking dog as well. And Haru turns to him. You! And it's Genesis. Sieg? Jalal? No, you don't smell like him. My name is Genesis, the god of creativity. So yeah, we see Natsu realize, like I talked about last week, the connection with Jalal. Also, Sieg he was easily recognizable as Sieg as well. Spelled Jigu in Japanese, as this translator note tells us. Because Shiki definitely brings up immediately, that's a lot of names with J sounds. And then Haru notices, that stone! You're that guy from the temple! I imagine myself a new look, new powers, and now I will imagine a new world of my very own. And Natsu just completely stone-faced. What's this dude talking about? I don't know, but I'm sure it's awesome! Shiki is so excited. Get out of here, his powers are dangerous! No, he's the guy that made those monsters, isn't he? He smells just like him. We're Plue-Mates now. We can't just abandon you. I love their team name being the Plue-Mates. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, and I love it so much. Now I just really want, Fairy Tail Plue to meet Rave Master Plue. I don't know. Anyway, Haru pulls his sword out. I don't know why, but I have this weird feeling. We only just met, but for some reason I know I can trust you. So help me out, guys. Yeah! And all three of them get ready for battle. Against Genesis. Let's go! And they all dash at him. Bow before my powers of creativity. And we see these things I think move away from Genesis. No, they're definitely, he's spawning them and sending them out. It kind of looked like they were going towards him, hitting some kind of barrier, but no, they're moving outwards. And they start, Natsu, barely dodges one. Haru blocks it on his sword. Magimech attack! Gravity Fist! And he goes to throw a Gravity Fist, at Genesis, who catches it. Ah! And he's, he's knocked back by Genesis's punch. Fire Dragons! Talons! And Natsu, brings his feet down on Genesis, who catches that as well. Whoa! And he's sent back. And Haru has, changed his sword into Blue Crimson. He's, twin flaming swords. But once again, Genesis just, catches them in his hands. He blocked my swords with his bare hands? And Genesis, tosses him away. And now we have Shiki, coming down from above. Rah! And he, hits the ground, but Genesis, jumps out of the way. Fire Dragons! Iron Fist! And that actually lands a hit on Genesis. He's scrunching his face in pain at that. Explosion! Gravity Bullets! And Genesis, skids backwards, and he smirks as he looks up. Meteor! And yeah, we see he casts a Meteor spell. He uses the same spells as Jalal? He's fast. And we see it moves towards Shiki, who is able to track it. There. You're going down! Alright, the Meteor is Genesis throwing himself. I thought he was, throwing something, or some kind of, projectile attack, but no, it's just Jalal, or Genesis. And Shiki makes a punch with what he thinks is Genesis, and might be Genesis, but he's still, knocked upwards by Genesis. His Meteor spell is still in effect. Shiki! And we see Genesis just, going to town on him, hitting him with Meteor over and over again. Until Shiki hits the ground, and Genesis runs away, or jumps away to his next target. Haru and Natsu now. Wah! Wah! And we see Haru gets, a punch to the face. Natsu gets, a knee to the chest. And Genesis is just, beating the crap out of them. And both Haru and Natsu kind of, lie beat up on the ground. As Genesis' spell wears off. You stand no chance against imagination. I can amplify my abilities into infinity. No! And we see, Happy is crying. Poopon! Now die. I don't need heroes in my world. And then we're back in the town, as the monsters are, picking up civilians and, grabbing them and generally causing havoc. The monsters are back, and there's more of them. What's wrong with this island? Both Rebecca and Lucy are, fighting, the monsters. Grr! Are they stronger now? Damn it, there's no end to them! And Let and Wendy do, this combo attack. Flame Dragon Drought! Sky Dragons Roar! Both at the same time in, like, the same direction. Not really a combo attack, but you know what I mean. Did you just breathe wind? Did you just breathe flames? What's with the little half pint? I'm told she's called Miss Wendy. She's a dragon slayer. I love Carla's little, like smug expression at that. Dragon slayer? And we get a little reminder that both Let and Julia are of the dragon race in their own series. So, of course, they're a little scared of her. Anyway, back in the ziggurat, Musica and Ellie are also fighting the monsters. What are these things? I beat them, but they keep coming back. And Ellie looks down at her little gun thing. What's the matter, Miss Ellie? Do your breasts hurt? If you like a good massage, and thankfully, Musica just, like, squashes him at that bit of disgustingness. What's up, Ellie? It's Haru. He's in danger. And we cut back to Genesis, who is chokeholding Haru and lifting him up off the ground. I'll start with you, wielder of the holy stones. And that's it. That is the end of the chapter. So yeah, things ain't going too hot. This chapter is basically, it starts out with a little cute moment of the Plue-Mates meeting each other and becoming friends. But then Genesis shows up. And it's just, the next 10 pages are him, like, laying a smackdown on our heroes. Who, like, they get a couple of hits in, but they are all bested with Genesis barely hurt at all. So I don't know how they're going to get how they're going to win this one. Because all three of them together couldn't do it. Probably one of them will probably somehow get the ability of Oasis for a little while, and that'll end up turning the tide. Maybe not Haru. I don't know enough about Haru's arc and Rave Master to know if, like, him using a Darkbring would totally break the series. So probably not Tsurashiki will do it. And give them the strength they need to overtake Genesis. Before that happens, we have to find out what is up with the Jalal face. Also, I do like the reminder that Sieg is pronounced Jig in the original Japanese, which adds a connection to all of them, to all the Jalals. Because, there was, like, Jalal and Justice in Genesis, and then there's the Sieg, Sieg Hard and Sieg Rain. But if Sieg is just pronounced Jig, then it adds to all of them, and there's a greater connection there. Also, this does kind of date when in Eden Zero this is set. We knew this was set, like, after the end of the original series in Fairy Tail. And I think Rave Master fans might have worked out where this is in Rave Master. But in Eden Zero, it was kind of vague. But now, because Shiki does not recognize him, this is before whenever Shiki first sees Justice in the flesh. We now have that confirmed. Though we don't know when that will be yet, because that has not happened in the manga. Anyway, yeah, then we have... I love Len and Julia's, like, shock at Dragon Slayers. Yeah, that still is, like, a really short little funny thing. And then, yeah, Genesis is about to kill Haru. We'll see what comes of that next time. So that's all I have to say for this video. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!